Good afternoon. Today we have another lecture that is on connection, that is weld, and we are interested with fillet weld only. So whatever we will see here, so mainly our focus is that is on fillet weld. Now we have clause number 10.5. So section we have seen for connection we have section 10, and till 10.4 we are related with the bolted connection. Now we have 10.5 which is related with weld, and requirements of weld we have to see or confirm from IS 816 and IS 9595. Now you can see minimum size of first run or of a single run fillet weld. So now this size depends upon your thickness of the thicker part. So up to 10 we have minimum size 3 millimeter. Between 10 to 20 we have 5, 20 to 32 6, and 32 to 58, and then we have to go minimum 10 millimeter size. First one is 8. Then end returns. So end returns means if we will say we have plate in this fashion, then we are going to return this on this side. So we are going to weld down this side, and end written means we are going to take welding on this side. So this is your end written, which is not considered in your length of the weld. So terminate at the ends or sides of part should be written continuously around the corners for a distance not less than twice the size of the weld. So this distance should be twice the size of the weld. Then lap joint. So in case of lap joints, so minimum lap we require that is 4 times the thickness of the thinner part, or 40 whichever is more. Lap means we are going to be one plate over the other, and in that case that overlapping of the plate should not be less than 40 or 4 times the thickness of the thinner part, whichever is more. Then a single fillet weld should not be subjected to movement about the longitudinal axis of the weld. So we are going to design it for axial load. Then size of the fillet weld. So we have the size of a normal fillet shall be taken as the minimum weld leg size. For deep penetration, we have a depth of penetration beyond the root run is minimum of 2.4 mm, and the size of the fillet should be taken as minimum leg size plus 2.4 mm. Then we have these clauses. I will not go in each clause. So 10.5.2.4 we have the size of butt weld shall be specified by the effective throat thickness. This already we have seen the size of the fillet weld. So we are focusing on fillet weld should not be less than 3 millimeters. That we have seen in the table also. So now here you can see the effective throat thickness, and we have for fillet weld shall not be less than 3 millimeter, and generally not exceed 0.7 T or 1 T under special circumstances, where T is the thickness of the thinner part of the element being welded. So we have this throat thickness 0.7 T or 1 T and should not be less than 3 millimeters. Then we have this will be effective length of fillet weld, and this effective length of fillet weld shall be taken as only that length which is of the specified size and required throat thickness. In practice, the actual length of weld is made of the effective length shown in drawing plus 2 times the weld size. So whatever length we have, that required length, we have to provide 2 times the weld size extra of that, and that should not be considered in the calculations. But this effective length, this should not be less than, so but not less than 4 times the size of the weld. So minimum length should be 4s in case of fillet weld. Now this k value, these are given for angle between the fusion faces, and this value that is ranges between zero point 0.7 to zero point 0.5, and that is into size of the fillet. So we have this value that is k times the size of the fillet weld. Then we have intermediate weld. So if we have overlapping of the two members, that is more than the required length of the weld, then we have to provide this weld that is intermittently. Generally, when we will go for plate girders, beams, there we have to use this intermittent weld. But here again, the effective length of not less than 4 times the weld size with a minimum 40. So we have to check this, that minimum intermediate fillet weld should not be less than 4 times the weld size and 40 minimum. This already we have seen. But while considering this length, we have to see the clear spacing between the effective lengths of intermediate fillet weld, and that shall not be exceed 12 and 16 times the thickness of the thinner plate joined for compression and tension. So 12 we have for compression and 16 we have for tension. In bolts also we have seen these values 12T and 16T. That is for compression and tension. So same we have, and in no case be more than 200 So spacing between the clear spacing between the two intermittent welds, we have to check this criteria. And then the intermittent butt weld shall have effective length of not less than 4 times the weld size, and longitudinal space between the effective length of weld shall not be more than 16 times. That is related with your butt weld. Then we have design stresses in welds. Then we have this fillet weld, and design strength of a fillet weld FWD shall be based on this. That is its throat area, and shall be taken as FWD equal to FWN upon gamma FW. And FWN we have FU upon root 3. So our value of FWD is FU upon root 3 gamma MW. Gamma MW we have seen in table 5, we have value of gamma MW. That is gamma MW we have 1.25. Then strength of weld we are going to find out, that is area of weld into design stresses in weld. Now area we are going to be effective throat thickness into length of weld. Effective throat thickness we are taking 0.7 into size of the weld. 0.7, that is depending upon your angle of fusion. So we have seen that value ranges from 0.5 to zero point 0.7. That we have seen, that table is given over here, and that value we have, that is of constant K, which will decide your throat thickness. And into design stresses in weld, which we are going to get that stresses from here, which will be FWD. So here we have FWD into K into size of weld into length of the weld, and that will give you strength of the weld. So these are the clauses which are related with fillet weld and which we require in our design connection. So thank you. So today we will stop here only. So next part we will see in next lecture.